Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Nicholas Moore with Flip 360. Welcome back to another video. And if you're here and you've ever had a real estate agent or even a referral partner text you and say, hey, what's the update on our buyer? What's going on with the status? You might want to stick around and watch this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make sure that your agents never ask you that question again, how you can stay in front of all of your agent partners without actually doing anything, and most importantly, get more referrals. So let's check it out. Now that we're in Lead 360, we're inside of our CRM. I've opened up Thabo, who is our CTO actually, but we've also created him into the persona of a real estate agent. Now, at a quick glance at just opening Thabo's profile, you'll notice something really important here that our system does, and it actually shows all the referrals that Thabo has. It's a simple feature, but it makes a huge difference, especially when it comes to keeping your agents updated. I never have to guess as to who is working with my agent. I can see all of it within here. Now, anytime that I go to add a lead into the system, if I put Thabo as the referral partner source, it will automatically add them into here, and it will also update the performance metrics that we have available on the right side. A lot of times as loan officers, we work with a lot of agents and we talk to a lot of agents, but we don't really know what the numbers look like. And more often than not, we run into loan officers that spend a lot more time talking and doing things for agents that they're really just not seeing the fruits of their labor. They're not really not getting anything reciprocated in return. So to give you an example, if I were to add a lead in here and, we're going to go ahead and call it just John, call it John Smith, right? That's the most basic name that we could do, john.smith@gmail.com. We're not going to add the rest of the information, but let's just say I go ahead and do that. I can click create lead right here, and then you'll notice automatically, not only does it obviously fill it in on his leads tab, but it also updates the performance metrics. Now, the performance metrics take a look at quite a few things, mostly obviously loan data, and then obviously the amount of referrals that you have from the agent. So you can see here we have 16 total leads, but we only have one actual closed loan. And just at a quick glance, if I look at this close tab right here, I can see I just have over here, okay, we're going to scratch that. Now, if we look at this close tab over here, I can see that I only have actually one closed loan, which is Tony Stark. The rest of these people are not actually closed or funded or anything like that. So right now, my conversion rate is a 6.3%, with my average loan amount being about 142,000. And I have 4 loans that have actually been created since working with this agent. But nonetheless, this information is only going to be as accurate as you put into the system. So if you're just creating fake leads like I'm doing, these numbers are probably not going to look that great. However, if you are pulling in actual data for these leads, then you won't have an issue. Now, the beautiful thing is that our system integrates directly with Arive, LendingPad, Encompass, and so many different LOSs. So that way you don't actually have to fill in the loan information for these clients. If I were to open up Tony Stark, for example, and I go into here, if you guys notice on this top right over here, we have a loans tab where this is the actual loan that is associated with Tony Stark. And then from there, I can see all the details as they're being pulled into Tony Stark's profile and also in the referrals tab under Thabo. So once again, everything in the system is interconnected, meaning that you don't actually have to come in and manually fill in anything. As long as the data is pulling in from your LOS, you'll be perfectly fine with staying up to date on everything. You don't have to update statuses or anything like that. It does it automatically for you. Now, another thing that I really want to point out that's really important when it comes to staying in front of your referral partners is knowing their production. It's one thing to know how many leads and closings that they have with you, but it's another thing to know how many are you actually doing outside of me. So because of the fact that we integrate with systems like RETR and Model Match and even MMI, on this right side over here under the available production numbers, you can see the units, the volume, buyer side, seller side, the average sales price, and even how long they've been in the industry. And once again, depending on which system you're using to pull in this data, it may be an auto refresh, it may be something that you have to import in, but nonetheless, the information is available right then and there on the agent's profile. This is going to be a really, really good tool for making sure that you're targeting agents that you want to work with. You probably don't want to target an agent that's done one deal in the past 12 months. There's no shame in that. It's just, you want to be smart about who you're targeting. Another thing that I really want to point out within the agent profile is the team management section. Because of the fact that Leaf 360 integrates to your agent's CRMs, we can actually pull all of their team members with the click of a button. Once you guys are connected, if you wanted to, I'm just going to remove Nicholas here. You can click just over here, and then you can click import CRM, and it'll show you all the agents that they have on their team. And then from there, you can just grab it and then go ahead and click import. And then once you do that, you just pulled in those contacts. So now if I go to Nicholas Moore over here and I click view contact, bam, I got his contact right in my system just like that. And he's a part of Dabo's team. So that means that anytime I reference Dabo, I can also see all the leads that he's working with Nicholas as well. So it's really, really cool how you can essentially connect to their system, pull in their contacts. Obviously, they're giving you access to do that. You're not doing it behind their back. And then from there, it's going to make it so much easier, especially when you're working with a broker owner, to manage all the leads and all the referrals for their entire team or their staff. Now, one more thing that I really want to point out while we're on the topic of referral partners staying in front of them is the fact that we offer a free partner portal. It's essentially a mini CRM to all of your referral partners. Over here, if I click on this tab, this is our partner portal website. It's just like a cool little landing page that anytime that you invite an agent, they will automatically get access to sign in. However, you can put this live on your website, as a lot of companies that work with us do. So that way agents can stumble upon it. And then over here, it just shows some of the little reviews that you've collected. For example, right here, it'll show your loan programs, what you offer. You can really customize this. And then if any agent wants to get started with you, they go ahead and click that get started button. But let's imagine that I actually invited Thabo to work with me. He bypasses the landing page. Over here, I already have his login saved. When you invite an agent, they're going to get an email, and all they need to do is set up a password so that way everything can be secure. Once you sign into the agent's profile, I'm now taking on the persona of Thabo, the agent. So this is what it looks like for Thabo when he first logs in. He's going to get a really cool little dashboard that shows him just some really cool metrics, how many leads he submitted, how many active loans, funded, etc. Once again, this is a demo account, guys, so none of the information on here is going to be too accurate. Keep that in mind. Over here, they have a little pipeline funnel. They could see all the loan officers on your team that are connected with them as well. So if you're a team owner and you want to connect multiple LOs to an agent to give them all the chance to work with that agent, maybe because that's your agent and you have multiple people working under you, that's perfectly fine. You can absolutely set that up. Over here, you can see the recent loans. And if we click on My Leads, for example, Dabo can actually see all the leads that are in the system. As you guys can see, we have John Smith over here who has been added into the system right then and there, so he could see that. If I click on John Smith, he could see some basic notes over here, any tasks that we have. He could see all the loan details on this left side, all the important information that's necessary. So moving forward, your agents should never have to ever tell you, hey, what's the update on my client status? As you can see over here, we have a little bit of a loan snapshot. They can see the loan amount, the purpose, the stage of the client, what's the loan type. They can see the borrower's basic information. They have all the personal information. And then any notes that you share with the agent will get shared in here as well. To give you an example, if I were to go into, let's take a look at that referral. Let's take a look at John Smith. If I were to go into John Smith's profile, I want to show you just a few things that you can actually notice. Over here first, if I click on app mention and I app mention Thabo, who's the referral partner, I'm going to say, hey, these are the notes. Now, assuming that I app mention Thabo, what's going to happen is automatically within here, it is going to send him a note, which is really cool. Now, in Thabo's side, he can actually set it up so that way he gets an email or an SMS or just like an internal notification to let them know that a note has been shared. So that way, instead of you having to call, text, email, SMS, etc., you can just share notes, and in that way, they always have it live to reference to. So there's no more, hey, check my last email, check my last text message, check my voicemail. Here's what's going on with our client. It's all housed where it needs to be. Another thing that I really wanted to point out is that our Leah research tool, I know this is off topic from the agents, but anytime that you create a lead, it'll take a look at all the available information, email, address, phone number. The more information that you provide, the better. As you can see, Leah was not able to actually find any information about John Smith because it's one of the most common names in the English-speaking world. There's 95,000 plus people with that name alone. However, what's really cool is that not only does it give me this information over here, but it's also giving me some talking points. It's saying, hey, mention that Thabo referred you. How do you know each other? Since the lead source is a software engineer, the referral may carry context, confirm their home purchase goals, ask about their timeline, and even verify their email because this seems like it's not real. So it's really cool how the Leo research tool works. And this works anytime that you create a referral partner or even a client as well. So it's just always doing a little bit of research before you actually pick up the phone and call. Going back to the topic of the agent transparency and providing updates, what's even really cool is the fact that an agent can even create a task within here. Now, we are going to be releasing a real estate CRM soon as well. So this will get upgraded into a full-blown real estate CRM. The purpose of that is that way now you're not just giving your agents a portal that they have access to work all the leads that you guys are working together, but they're going to have a full-blown CRM that you can provide them that's going to add even more value for those that maybe don't have a system to stay in front of their clients. Another thing, and I know I'm showing you guys a lot here, is the agent could share a lead in here as well. If they go and share a lead and they put, Jane Smith, for example, and we'll just say Jane Smith dot I don't know, Jane Smith at gmail.com. As soon as they share that lead over, what's going to happen is automatically when you go into Thabo's profile and you go to referrals, bam, that referral shared right automatically within your system. So now if I click over here, I could see Jane Smith. I could see that this was referred by Thabo, and I have all the relevant information that's there. Obviously, we just got a name and an email, but nonetheless, this makes it really easy for me to reach out without having to worry about missing anything. What you can also set up within our automations, and I've actually talked about this in multiple videos, is a workflow. So anytime that a client is created by an agent or sent over by an agent, that it will automatically shoot over an SMS and even an email. This is very simple. And if you check out any of our other automation videos, you'll see how we do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this showed you guys the potential of how you can really, really stay in front of your agents and provide them value without having to constantly be on top of them. This is going to be a great tool that you guys can use that's free for all of your referral partners, whether it's title companies, insurance agents, obviously real estate agents. Any referral partner that's sharing your leads will have access to this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stay around to check out our other videos talking about our platform and all the amazing features it offers you guys. And if you guys are looking to get started, you have any questions, go ahead and check out the description below, join our Facebook community, and we're doing daily calls every single day at 12 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to check those out. If you want to see the platform, you want to jump in and ask questions, it's going to be I promise it's worth your time. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Once again, my name is Nicholas. I'm the co-founder here at Leaf 360. Take care.